Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live. We are live. We'll start this episode off at the 1 minute mark. Let me get myself situated. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get the show started the right way. Run that intro.
How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What?
And live in color.
I think my intro is lagging. We're going to play that
How
again.
you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What?
And live in color.
Did he just play his intro twice? Sure did. This is GQTV where I can do whatever I want. But anyway, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of GQTV, y'all. And I am your host, yours truly, the one and only, your girlfriend's favorite YouTuber himself. I am your man, the man, 50 grand, your boy, GQ Jamal. And this is where we review, pay homage, and just talk about shows and movies from both past and present, y'all. I hope everyone's having a good month, man. It is Friday. I almost forgot what day it was. It is Friday. We're in February, y'all. Happy Black History Month, y'all. Happy Black History Month. Happy February. Hope everyone's having a good month. It's almost Valentine's Day. I know everyone's about to get their loved ones or significant. I can't even say that word. Significant. Say that 3 times fast. Significant, significant, significant. Put a beat on it like significant, significant, significant. No. I know everyone's getting their significant other gift for Valentine's Day. Remember, fellas. Remember, remember, remember to get your girl, your lady, something for Valentine's Day. Otherwise, you ain't getting done that night. Anyway, yeah. Hope everyone's having a good month, having a good year, having a good day. Hope everyone's doing well with themselves. Like in every video I put out to y'all, dish to y'all, present to y'all, throw at y'all, I have to say thank you. Thank you again for tuning in by watching this video. I really appreciate it a lot. Yo, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is GQ Jamal. Hit that notification bell. Check out all of my reviews. Check out all of my skits, man. I've been dropping fire skits lately. I've been dropping skits. I've been dropping reviews. Go check them out. Go out and support. Go check them out. Go like my videos. Check my content out. Drop some comments. Show some love. I really appreciate it if you do. Now, last episode, I was very critical. I was very blunt. I didn't hold nothing back. Last episode, I dropped my top 10 worst films of all time. I dropped my I dropped the top 10, my top 10 worst films of all time. Now, I had an idea. I know you're probably thinking, like, GQ, like, you talk about your worst films of all time. Like, what's some of your favorite, like, sitcoms? What's some of your favorite movies? I'm gonna make videos of that. Like, don't worry, I got y'all. Like, I got y'all. Don't worry, I got y'all. But today, I thought it'd be a great idea, good idea to just talk about my favorite sitcoms of all time. I made a list of my top 10 favorite sitcoms of all time. I love TV. I love a good sitcom. I love I love characters. I think to me a great sitcom needs a great like storyline, characters, storyline, character development, so on and so forth. And a great sitcom to me has to impact somebody in some kind of way. So me, I love sitcoms. When I was a kid, all I do was watch TV, watch shows. I have a lot of shows, favorite shows, and it's just hard to like make a top 10 favorite list because there's so many like fire sitcoms, so many good great shows. Like there's so many great sitcoms. It's just hard to make a list. So I went back and forth on this list, and I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. It's just your preference. So I made a top 10 favorite sitcoms list. This is my favorite sitcoms of all time. So keep in mind, this is my opinion. This is my list. So I'm going to tell y'all my top 10 favorite sitcoms of all time. And I'll tell you that, then I'll throw some like honorable mentions. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is my top 10 favorite sitcoms of all time. I'm feeling like ESPN, like shit. Skip and Shannon, or just watching like all the highlights, like the top 10 like plays. But this is the top 10 favorite sitcoms of all time. Let's get into it. I made a list. Like, bah. Let's get into it. We're gonna count down from 10 to 1, similar like last video. Let's go. Starting at number 10. This was hard. This was hard. This was hard. Number 10. I'll have to put Blackish at number 10. I enjoy watching Blackish. Anthony Anderson, Tracy Ellis Ross. Um, Anthony Anderson plays Dre. He lives in like middle class neighborhood. You would say like Dre made out the hood. He made out the hood. He's doing well with himself, and he's supported by his wife Tracy Ellis Ross. Um, she plays a character named Rainbow. They have like I believe 5 kids. There's Junior. I forgot the oldest girl name. There's the twins, and they have like a baby named Deontay. From they named the baby after one of the members off of Jodeci. But yeah, this was a solid cast. Blackish. I really enjoyed watching this show. The show came out in 2014 on ABC. It ran for 8 seasons. I really appreciate Blackish because not only it's a comedy sitcom, but they really like tackle all the like the social events, all the like current events that's going on from like race, um teenage pregnancy, what just pretty much everything. They tackle all the holidays, all the current events, like I can't think of. Yeah, all the current events that like happened during like the like 2010. So that's what I appreciate. Then you have Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne, he plays Dre's dad, Anthony Anderson's dad, and who, Jasmine Lewis, I believe that's her name. No, Jennifer Lewis. Yeah, Jennifer Lewis, who's in like she plays everybody's mama in all the like 90s movies and 2000s movies. So yeah, so Blackish had a great cast, had a solid cast. It ran for 8 seasons, and I think it's a great show. It's a great show. One of the best shows of the 2010s to me. Um, it's sad that it ran its course, like it ended last year, but I still catch it on TV if it comes on. Like I used to watch it on. Well, I still do. It comes on Hulu. It's on Hulu if you never seen Blackish, and BT plays the show. So Blackish is number 10 on my list. Number nine, number nine, Jamie Foxx. Here I go, here I go, here I go. Tonight's the night, you can check out my flow. Time to get it started. You know what to do. You can love if you want me to. It's Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx show, man. What can I say about Jamie Foxx? I reviewed the Jamie Foxx show in like earlier episodes. Go check out my Jamie Foxx review. What can I say about Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx is really like all around like great entertainer. He not only does like comedy, not only he's a comedian, he's a great actor, and he can sing. He's a great singer. Like won he won an award for Ray. Like Ray was decent. I wasn't Ray was a great film, like great biopic. But Jamie Foxx is just really talented comedian, really talented actor. But as far as Jamie Foxx show is like really slept on sitcom. Jamie he plays Jamie King in the show. He works for the King's Tower. It's a hotel ran by Aunt Aunt Helen and Uncle Junior. Garrett Morris, he's in the show. He plays Uncle Junior, and I think her name is Ella Joyce. No, yeah, I forgot her name. If you know the actress name, drop a comment down below. I'm not even gonna try to think of it right now. But yeah, so Jamie, he in the first few seasons, he lived in the King's Tower with Aunt um Aunt Helen and Uncle Junior. They let him like have a room in the hotel. Then during the series, he's busy like chasing Fancy, played by Garcelle Bevavis. I believe that's her last name. Yeah, yeah. So Jamie chases Fancy throughout the series. It's like cat get the mouse type of chase. Then Jamie ends up marrying Fancy at the end of the series. He finally gets Fancy like in season at the end of season 3, season 4. They kind of like slept together during like the first 2 seasons, but Fancy was just hard to get. Like she was not feeling my man Jamie. She was not feeling my man Jamie at all in the first few seasons. But yeah, I'm glad that they had a happy ending. I'm glad that they had a happy ending at the end of the series, and of course, Kim. You can't leave out my man Braxton P. Hart in the brig like like Broham like Braxton was corny as hell, and Jamie kept joking on cracking on Braxton. Like I love how they both like go back and forth with each other. Jamie always talks about Braxton's bad breath. But yeah, Jamie Foxx show was a great show. It ran from 1996 to 2001, 5 seasons. Um, to me, I love the earlier run. I like the earlier seasons. Uh, I think it ran its course during the fifth season. Jamie Foxx is about to take off as an actor, and and I just remember getting into the DVDs. I remember having season 1 DVD of Jamie Foxx show. I was like 15 or 16 years old. I would watch the DVD a lot. We didn't have cable at the time, so that's what I watched. The DVD, Jamie Foxx show, and episodes were hilarious. Like the show had me dying. Like one some of my favorite episodes from Jamie Foxx show was when the West Side Connection, when the West Side Connection threw a party, at the King's Tower. Ice Cube, Ice Cube was trying to get that fancy. That Jamie Foxx didn't like it, and Jamie Foxx went to Ice Cube, and he went up to Ice Cube, and he was like, "I wouldn't get, I wouldn't get close to Fancy because she used to be a man and like check the ass up and was like, I believe he was like, Fancy used to be a man and his name was, I mean, Fancy's name, real name is like Fred or something like that." That episode had me dying. And that one episode when he went to court, and Kelly Cofield was on that episode. She played a character where she like stayed at a hotel and she like faked the accident and she sued Jamie. And I think Kelly's like lawyer was like asking all these questions to Jamie, and the lawyer was like, Jamie is a habitual liar, and Jamie was like, "Who you calling a bitch?" He got up, he was about to fight her. I'm like, oh man, that scene was funny as hell. But yeah, Jamie Foxx had a lot of funny episodes, including the traffic school episode, um, the jingle off episode, and when Jamie and Braxton had that dance off. But yeah, Jamie Foxx show is a very slept on sitcom. So that's number 9 on my list. Number 8. Number 8 is Smart Guy. Man, I wish Smart Guy had more seasons, man. Smart Guy was another slept on show. Like when I first watched Smart Guy, I was like in elementary school. I was in elementary school, and it came on the Disney Channel. So that's the first time I watched Smart Guy. Like Taj Mari, he plays a 10-year-old kid. He's real smart. He's a genius. He went from going to the fourth grade to the 10th grade in the first season. Then Jason Weaver, who plays Marcus. Jason Weaver's a really talented, slept on actor in my opinion. He's a really talented actor and singer. He was the young Michael Jackson in a Jackson 5 biopic, and he also was like the singer voice of Simba when they did the when they were singing I just can't wait to be king. Yeah. So yeah. Then of course you got Essence Atkins who played Yvette. She was on the show. Then Omar Gooding who played Mo. Mo was the funniest character on that show. Man, like it would have been dope. It would have been dope if Marcus and Mo had their own like spin-off. Like that show would have been hilarious. That show would have been hilarious. But yeah, the plot of Smart Guy, Taj Mari, he plays TJ. TJ is 10 years old, little small kid, goes to high school. And in the first season, Marcus didn't like the fact that his little brother is in high school, and and he didn't like that TJ was like showing him up, like so. So now they're Marcus is like adjusting to his brother being in high school. Everybody looked at TJ like he was a freak and stuff. But yeah, and of course, and this character doesn't get talked about as much. Um, Floyd Henderson, single dad, take care of three kids. Take care of three kids. Um, his his wife died. I believe this character doesn't get like the praise. This character doesn't get like the recognition he deserved because Floyd Henderson was funny as hell. Yeah, I really appreciate that character. I really enjoy that character. But yeah, smart guy ran for like 3 seasons, 1997 and 1999 on the WB network. Then when I first watched it, it was on Disney Channel, and I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed Smart Guy. Like Smart Guy was like very slept on. I like that's like one of the shows I wish that ran longer. Like it would have been dope to see TJ like graduate. Like it would have been dope if we had a season of seeing like TJ like graduate from like high school because we seen Yvette graduate. But but yeah, that it would have been dope, and it would have been dope seeing Marcus and Mo have a like the spinoff. So yeah, but but yeah, Smart Guy. It's a really slept on show, and I just wish it ran longer. So that's number 8 on my list. Smart Guy. Number 7. Number 7 is Everybody Hates Chris. Everybody Hates Chris is number 7 on my list. Little dude from across the street. Let me hold $1. Yeah, Everybody Hates Chris. Narrated by Chris Rock. Chris Rock. That's Chris Rock show. He created that show. It's based on the life of based off the life of Chris Rock. Like growing up in Bed Stuy, do or die. Like growing up in New York. So pretty much in Everybody Hates Chris. Chris goes to an all white school. Everyone's racist as hell. Uh, they're shocked that they see like a black person. So Chris gets called all the racist slurs, especially by his teacher. Like his teacher had all like was saying all these like black jokes, like saying all these racist stuff. Like should be sneak this. But yeah, everyone hates Chris. Everyone hates Chris. Everybody hates Chris. When I first watched the show, I was in high school. And I didn't have cable at the time. Like I didn't have cable, so I watched it. It was like one. It came on like on NBC after like Saturday Night Live. That was like a weird time to put a show, but it was like 12 o'clock, 12:30, and I was like on the computer, playing games, and I had NBC on, and I'm like, okay, what's this show? Like the show looked interesting. The first episode I remember it was like a Valentine's Day episode. Like nobody was giving Chris like Valentine's Day cards. I'm like, dang, that's messed up. But yeah, but everyone hates Chris. Everybody hates Chris. Had like a solid cast. You had Terry Crews who played Julius. Julius had like three other jobs. Hardworking father. One of my favorite TV dads. I think he's like top five TV dads in my opinion. Yo, Julius was all about saving money. Like yo, like he'd be at the crib, and Chris be like wasting oatmeal. And I believe on the first episode, he was like, I know you're not about to waste that. Eat that. That's 39 cents worth of oatmeal. He was like, man, I know you're not wasting electricity. That's $1.39 of electricity you're wasting in my house. Like, yo, like you better light up these candles and make it do what it do. But yeah, I really appreciate Julius in this show. Then Tashina Arnold, she played Rochelle. Um, I don't even think Rochelle had a job. Rochelle didn't have a job. She couldn't keep a job. She was like, I don't need this job. I don't need this job. My husband has two jobs. Like my man has two jobs. So she would quit. She would quit every job. She would quit every job. But Rochelle was funny as hell. Like she was straight. Like she would she'll whoop them kids. She whoop them kids like Chris. Like she let it know like boy, I know you're not talking to me like this. Like I'll whoop you to another family. Yo, I remember one episode Julius said something slick to Rochelle. Julius said something slick to Rochelle, and he was like I could do your job. Like it's not that hard. And Rochelle was like about to fire off. Rochelle was about to fire off, and she was like, "Ain't this about a bitch?" Like, like wow, like Rochelle was just like she let it all out. Like she gave Julie, she gave it to Julie's like straight. But yeah, that's Rochelle. Rochelle was tough. And Chris had like two other siblings, Drew and Tanya. Drew was like everyone loved Drew. Drew was like light skin. Drew was light skinned and tall. And he was like good at sports or something like that. Like all the ladies love him. He even took Chris's girl. Like he even took Chris's girl. That was like damn. Then Tanya was a little one. Tanya was just a brat. Like always like tattle on Chris. But yeah, so everybody's Chris. Solid show. It's a great show. It ran for 4 seasons from 2005 to 2009. I think it ran its course. It would be cool to see another season, but yeah. So that's number 7 on my list. Yeah, number six. Number six. Number 6. Family Matters. Family Matters. I reviewed Family Matters. Go check that review out. Um, Family Matters took place in Chicago. Big family. Yeah, Carl Winslow. Carl Winslow. Reginald. I forgot his last name, but he played Carl Winslow. Carl Winslow was a cop, like big guy, cop, friend, friendly, warming. He was tough, but cared about his family. He cared about his family. Carl Winslow's top 5, top 3 favorite TV dads. Like yeah, top 5 in my opinion. Um, yeah, there's Carl Winslow. Then yeah, Harriet. Um, I don't think many know Family Matters was a spinoff to I forgot the I forgot the other show. I'm freestyling, so Family Matters was a spinoff. So this show was supposed to be all about Harriet, but it wind up being the Urkel show, which I'll explain, talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I believe Harriet worked at the cable company or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so yeah, those two. Then you had Eddie Winslow. Eddie is the oldest brother. Um, Jock, po- popular. Girls love him. Tall. Kind of muscular. Um, then you had Laura Winslow, which can't I can't stand Laura. Like I'm gonna be honest, I can't stand Laura because she always be dogging my man Steve. But yeah, that's I'll get into that later. But yeah, there's Laura Winslow, then Judy. Judy was only in the first 4 seasons, 3.5 seasons, 4 seasons. Like they sent Judy to her room and she never came downstairs. Like after season 4, like she stayed upstairs for the rest of the season. But yeah, if Judy Winslow, then um, there's Richie. That's Rachel's son. Then there's Aunt Rachel. She owned her own diner called Rachel's Place. Then then the star of the shows, Jaleel White, uh, Steve Urkel, like the second half of season 1, um, Jaleel White joined the show. He was only supposed to be in like a couple episodes, and he appeared in like episode 11 or 12, and the audience loved him, so he became like a huge star like overnight. So second half of season 1, every other episode, Steve was in it. Steve was in the show. Uh, I give it to Jaleel White. Jaleel White was talented. Jaleel White was talented. He was the star. He was the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, and he pretty much ran the show. Might as well call the show the Steve Urkel show. Like, did I do that? Yeah, but Family Matters was decent. Family Matters was decent. It was a great show, but like I said in my Family Matters review, like I said in like I said in the Family Matters review, like they just threw Steve Urkel in our face. Like it's like every other episode, it was about Steve Urkel. Like every other episode was about Steve Urkel to the point where he just got annoying after a while. Then Steve really loved Laura. Like, oh, these hoes ain't Laura. Oh man. But yeah, Steve really loved Laura. Laura was not giving my man Steve no time of day, no time of action until Steve got with Myra, who appeared in like season 4 through the rest of the series. And man, like man, my man Steve was a simp, bro. Like Steve had a decent girlfriend. Like Steve had a decent girlfriend, but he was too busy like like chasing Laura. Like he still had like feelings for Laura. Like yo, like you had a good girlfriend. Like Laura didn't deserve Steve at all, but that's another video. That's another video. Go check out my Family Matters review. Go check out my Family Matters review and see why yeah, just go check out my Family Matters review. But overall, Family Matters was a decent show, and it ran for like 9 seasons, damn near a decade. 9 seasons. It ran from 1989 to 1998. Like I just man, they just threw Steve Urkel in our face. Like dang. But that's number 6 on my list. Family Matters. Before before I get into my top five, before I get into my top five, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That is GQ Jamal. Hit that notification bell. Check out all of my work. Check out all of my reviews. I reviewed half of these shows on this list. Like majority of these shows I reviewed. Go check them out. Go check them out. See what I talk about these shows. Go check them out. Drop some comments. Show some love. I really appreciate it if you do. All right, y'all. Five, my top five favorite shows of all time. We're at the top five, y'all. Let's get into it. Number five, My Wife and Kids, starring Damon Wayans and Tisha Campbell. Y'all already know how I feel about the Wayans family, so I'm not even going to like say more. I'm not even gonna say y'all know I love the Wayans family. Damon Wayans, talented actor, talented comedian. He plays Michael Kyle in the show. This is like similar to the Cosby Show. It's like the at that time it was like the modern day the Cosby Show, but edgier. So Michael Kyle, he has his own trucking company. Then uh, Tisha Campbell was an accountant, I believe. But then she went to school, got her degree. Tisha Campbell was actually funnier in My Wife and Kids than Martin. I'm just gonna be real. Like I enjoyed Tisha Campbell, My Wife, Kids, and Martin. Like but that's just my opinion. She was funny in Martin, but she was a lot funnier in My Wife and Kids. But yeah, then you have Michael Kyle and Jay. Tisha Campbell plays um, Jay, the mom. Then they have 3 kids. They have Junior, Claire, and Katie. And Junior was like the butt of the joke because he had a big head. Michael always like slapped him on his head. Junior always says dumb stuff. Like each season he got dumber and dumber. Like that's one thing I didn't appreciate about the character because he was more than just a dumb character. Like in the first season, he was actually semi smart. Like one of his talents, he was really good at art. He was really good at drawing. You can see that like in episode 1 of season 1. But then as a like show like progressed and as the show like went on like each season, they just made him dumber and dumber and they made him the butt of the joke. That I didn't really like appreciate that about the show. But Junior was funny though. Junior was funny. When he did that poem. It's like when he did that poem, that was funny. Then Claire in season one, in season one, Claire was like dark skin. Claire was dark skinned. Then in season 2, she was light skinned, like white. And sorry I had to say this. Why in like black sitcoms? Like why in black sitcoms? Like they do this to the females. Like they do this to the females. Like Fresh Prince. They had like Aunt Viv was dark skinned like the first 3 seasons. Then season 4, she was light skinned. Um, Family Matters. Harriet was dark skinned for like the like first 8 years, and like the last season. Then the last season she was like light skinned. And they did it with My Wife and Kids. Like Claire was like dark skinned, and now in season two she was light skinned. But that's another topic for another time. But yeah, I just don't understand, never understood that. it, don't say it's a coincidence, but anyway, then yeah, Claire, then Katie. No, Claire was the ditzy one. Claire was the ditzy one. She was a clumsy one. She would always like fall down the stairs. She would always fall down the stairs and she always fall down the stairs and like run into the wall. That was like the joke for Claire. That was like the running gag. Then Katie was like the cutesy one, the cute girl, the baby of the family. Always like was like a brat, like low key a brat. But my wife and kids ran for 5 seasons. Like I I really don't care for season one like that. Or season two was cool, but from like season three till the end of the show, it was funny. Like it was funny. Like it kept me entertained. And Michael Kyle was funny as hell. Damon Wayans did a great job playing Michael Kyle. Like Michael Kyle was a strict dad, but he was loving too. So that's number five on my list. My wife and kids. Number four, number four, the Wayne brothers. You already know. You already know how I feel about the Waynes. I'm not being biased. Like y'all already know about the Waynes. Go check out my Wayne brothers review. This is a slept on show that should have had another season. That should have had a final episode. Sean and Marlon Wayans, they're the stars. They live in Manhattan, I believe. Yeah, either Brooklyn or Manhattan. Sean runs a newsstand. Marlon works for Sean. Sean is the responsible brother, older brother. Marlon is the less responsible. Um, he's the immature one, chases girls. But he can act. He can act. He's real good at acting. Sean's more of a leader than John Witherspoon. He's the heart of the show. He was really funny. Rest in peace to John Witherspoon. He plays Pops. He's a really loving father, but he'll let the belt do the talking. he always comes in with the he always comes in wearing the white platform boots, the TikTok, the TikTok. Why did I say TikTok? The Tic Tac platform boots. He always wear these like button up shirts that have like food on them. But yeah, John Witherspoon was really funny in the show. Then Anna Maria Hartsford, she plays Dee. You already know how I feel about the Wayne's Brothers. The Wayne's Brothers is a real slept on show. It's actually one of my favorite shows like of all time. Like I'll never get tired of watching the Wayne's Brothers. Like first season was trash. Like the second half of season two till the show ended, it was just fire. It was just fire. Go check out my Wayne's Brothers review. Go check it out and see what I think about the Wayne's Brothers. That show ran for 5 seasons, 1995 to 1999 on the WB. So go check that review out. Number three, rest in peace to the Mac Man. That's the Bernie Mac show. It's number three on my list. Bernie Mac, man, this show, very slept on. Bernie Mac. The Bernie Mac show is based on the life of Bernie Mac. He takes in his sister's kids. His sister's on drugs, so he has to like take in his kids. Uh, Jordan, Vanessa, and baby girl Brianna. Yo, Bernie Mac, tough love, loving, but he's tough love. Set them kids straight. Like you'll respect me. Like you'll respect me. Like Vanessa, she's 13. You know, she's dealing with the life of a teenager. Vanessa very sassy. She backtalks. Hates Bernie Mac in the first like she hates Bernie Mac in the first season, first couple seasons. Then they like grow a bond. Jordan, Jordan was like one of the funniest characters. Like Jordan was like a nerd. Jordan was a nerd. Always gets picked on. Has asthma. Throws up everywhere. But he was funny. He was funny because he be doing the most. He be doing the most. And Bernie, he be getting on Bernie's nerve. He be getting on Bernie's nerve. Like I reviewed the Bernie Mac show. Go check it out. And Brianna, you know, she's 5 in the series. She plays um, the innocent girl. Like not like she can't do no wrong, but she be doing stuff on the slick too. And of course, Wanda, that's Bernie Mac's wife. Um, she helps raise Bernie. I mean, she helps raise the kids with Bernie. But yeah, man, Bernie Mac show, man, Bernie Mac, uh, man, it's just sad. He as soon as his show like ended, he died a couple years after, and like man, like this show was like really funny. I remember this is like the Bernie Mac show is like probably one of the first few DVDs I bought like for like sitcoms like for like collections. And I remember watching season one. Season one was flawless as hell. Every episode had me in tears. Like y'all don't know the Bernie Mac show is like very slept on show. So go check out my Bernie Mac review on my page. All right. Before I go into my top two, I'm going to name some honorable mentions that I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching Steve Harvey show. Steve Harvey show almost on my list. It was supposed to be number 10, but I prefer Blackish over the Steve Harvey show. Um, Steve Hightower, that's a principal. No, not a principal, but teacher. I enjoy Keenan and Kel. Keenan and Kel was like a go-to show to watch on Nickelodeon when I was a kid. I went back and watched it as an adult. You could tell it's dated. People try to compare it to Drake and Josh, but Keenan and Kel was that show. Like, rest in peace to Coolio. I believe people watch the show because of the intro. Like, that's probably like one of the best intros of all time. Like, oh, here it goes. Yeah, so rest in peace to Coolio. The Cosby Show. The Cosby Show was a good show. It was a good show. It just had too many seasons for me to remember. Came on in the 80s. Um, I remember watching it on Nick and Night. I reviewed a Cosby Show episode. Go check out um the Gordon Gartrell episode. So go check that out. George Lopez, the George Lopez show was comedy. George Lopez. I enjoyed watching that show. Came on ABC same time during the run of My Wife and Kids. I used to watch that on Nick and Night. That was a good show. And also Real Husbands of Hollywood. That was a good show. I reviewed that show, so go check that out. Um, if you're wondering, like, where's Chappelle's show? Where's the Living Color? Yes, I love those two shows, but this is sitcoms. It's a sitcoms. Those shows were sketch shows, so um it wasn't it didn't belong on the list. No, of course, Living Single. Living Single is a good show. I watched it once in its entire run, but it's a good show. I didn't remember watching it too much when I was a kid, so but it's a good show. So number two, number two, number two is the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Y'all already know how the show goes. Y'all already know what the show's about. Y'all already know. Y'all should watch. Y'all should hear the intro. You know, West Philadelphia, born and raised. First thing first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That was one of the go-to shows to watch as a kid. Nick and Night. Originally aired on NBC for 6 seasons. Will Smith, one of the most iconic characters, the Fresh Prince. You know, Will Smith had it down from the fashion, the lingo, iconic episodes. I don't even have to like discuss it. Like, go watch my Fresh Prince review. You know, James Avery, Uncle Phil, Janet Hubert, Aunt Viv, the original Aunt Viv, Alfonso Ribeiro, Carlton. You know, it's, it's not it's not usual. Karen Parson, Hillary, Tatiana Ali, um, Ashley, DJ Jazzy Jeff, one of the funniest characters on the show. Jazz, when he gets thrown out, wears the same shirt. But yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, iconic. So many iconic episodes. Um, but yeah, that's number two on my list. But number one, to all my supporters on my YouTube, y'all should know this. Y'all should know this. Like y'all should know this show. Uh this comedian, like really influenced me. Like I'm a fan of this comedian. I I have a jacket. I have DVDs. Everything about this comedian. Number one, y'all should know. Y'all should know what my favorite show of all time is. Like, what's up? What's up? What's up? The Insane Martin Payne. Martin is my favorite show of all time. Got Martin Payne, Martin and Gina, the most iconic like couples of all time. Then you got Tommy, rest in peace, Tommy. Like Tommy got the draws strong. Cole, Pam. Like, what can I say about Martin? Martin's like one of the most iconic shows of all time. Like, favorite episodes, the CD player episode, the New Jack City episode, the boxing episode. Just nah, I can go all day about Martin. I reviewed Martin. Martin was like the second show I reviewed doing the series. So Martin Lawrence is very like it's influential. He really influenced me, and he's like my favorite comedian of all time. So Martin's my favorite show of all time. So there you have it. There you have it, guys. Yeah, almost hit the juice poster. By the way, my wife, my baby, she got me that juice poster. But anyway, I appreciate that. There you have it, guys. That's my top 10. It's my top 10 favorite shows of all time. I want to know what y'all's like top five, top 10 favorite shows of all time, favorite sitcoms of all time. If you agree with my list, drop a comment down below. If you hate my list, drop a comment down below. I want to know y'all's top five like favorite sitcoms of all time. Let's get it. If you made it far through this video, I just want to say, if you made it far through this video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you again for tuning in this live video. I really appreciate it a lot. Yo, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That is GQ Jamal. Hit that notification bell. Check out all my work. Check out all my content. Check out all my skits, all my reviews. Drop some comments. Show some love. I really appreciate it if you do. Yo, if you have any shows, comments, Why did I say comments, bro? See, we're gonna have to like cancel this episode. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. See, this is live. This is live video. This is live. This is live. If you have any shows, movies, cartoons you would like me, GQ Jamal, to review or react to, drop a comment down below. It's that easy. A closed mouth do not get fed if you do not comment. So drop the comments. I really appreciate it. Like, it's that easy. Drop them comments. I would love to do a review of your requests. Hey man, more content is coming for me in the future, so stay tuned. I appreciate everyone like watching my videos, watching my skits, watching my reviews. I really appreciate it a lot. Like it means a lot to me. I'm not just saying this. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate you all. Until next time, everyone. I'm about to hop off this live. I'm about to get up out of here. This is GQTV, and I am your host, yours truly, the one and only, your boy, your girlfriend's favorite YouTuber himself. I am the man, GQ Jamal, y'all. Until next time, everyone, peace.
How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What?
In living color.